Hello everyone. Today I would like to share my reflection on the four professional media workshops that I attended this semester. These workshops covered different topics including storytelling, workplace presentation, public relations, and leadership. Although each seminar focused on a different area, they all shared on common goals, which was to help students prepare for their future careers by improving their communication skills, confidence, and professional mindset. In the presentation, I will briefly introduce each workshop, the speakers, the key lessons I learned, and finally explain how these experiences have influenced my personal growth. The professional media workshops provided students with valuable opportunities to learn discovery from industry professionals. Unlike our regular lectures, their seminars focused on practical expressions instead of academic the stories. The speakers shared their professional journeys, discussed the real workplace sessions, and encouraged the students to think about their future careers. Although every workshop had a different topic, they all aimed to prepare students for the challenges they may face after graduation. For me, these works will not only educational but also motivating. They helped me realize that professional success depends on much more than academic knowledge. The first workshop I attended was Be Brave to Tell Your Story. The purpose on their seminar was to encourage students to communicate confidently and share their professional stories with clarity and enthusiasm. The speakers Busy Peng and Debbie Cheng shared their experiences in communication and storytelling. Through their professional journeys, they inspired students to become more confident when expressing themselves. The workshop also inspired the communication is not simply about speaking well. It is about creating meaningful connection with other people. The first lesson I learned was that everyone has a story worth sharing. Every person's experience is unclear. Sharing our stories allows others to understand us better and create stronger connections. The second lesson was that confidence comes through practice. Many students, including myself, sometimes feel nervous when speaking in front of others. However, confidence improves gradually through confidence, practice, and experience. The third lesson was the importance of clear communication. Using simple and honest language often creates a stronger impact than using communicated words. After attending this workshop, I became more willing to participate in classroom discussions and express my opinions with greater confidence. The second workshop focused on preparing students for working life. The main objective was to help students understand workplace experiences and prepare for internships and future careers. The speaker, Mr. Charlotte, shared practical instances related to career preparation and professional communication. As university students, many of us feel exchanged but also nervous about entering the workplace. This similarly reminded us that developing the right attitude is just as important as developing digital skills. The first lesson I learned was that soft skills are extremely important. An employer will value communication, teamwork, adaptability, and replaceability. The second lesson was the importance of have a personal attitude. Being responsible, personal, and responsibility helps create a positive impression in any workplace. The third lesson was that learning never stops. Graduation is not the end of learning. Every internship and every new job provide opportunities to improve ourselves. Personally, this workshop educations me to prepare more thoroughly for my future internship and develop a positive mindset toward learning. The third workshop introduced the topic of public relations and brand reputation. The seminar aimed to help students understand how education's building trust, maintain credibility, and communicate influently with the public. The speaker Mr. Nafshazil shared professional perspectives on strategy, communication, and public relations. This workshop broadened my understanding of the PR industry and showed me that public relations is much more than organization events of plumbing bread. The first lesson was that brand reputation is one of an education's most valuable essence. Building trust takes a long time, but losing trust can happen very quickly. The second lesson was the importance for strategic communication. Every message developed by an organization should be carefully blended because communication influences public impressions. The third lesson was the importance of crisis communication. When challenges occur, organizations need to communicate honestly, quietly, and responsibility. This workshop included my interest in public relations because I realized that communication plays an important role in every organization. The final workshop was the Ambassador project with focus on leadership, confidence, and personal development. The objective of this seminar was to engage students to become confident leaders and positive representations of themselves and their communities. The speaker was Andrew Knight, Professor James Ong, who is the founder of HAPA, the main a Create My and Power Woman Summit. She has incredible experience in leadership development and personal growth. Listening to her experiences helped me understand the importance of confidence and self-leadership in both academic and professional environments. The first lesson I learned was that confidence is built through action. Confidence is not something we are born with. It develops when we step outside our confidence zones and continue protecting. The second lesson was that leadership starts with ourselves. Becoming Before leading other people, we must first manage our own behavior, attitude, and responsibility. The third lesson was that communication shapes professional influence. The way we communicate affects how people see us and defects whether they trust us. The workshop inspired me to become more confident, responsible, and proactive in both my stories and my future careers. After attending all four workshops, I noticed several common themes. First, communication is one of the most important skills in our profession. Second, confidence allows us to express ourselves more effectively and create more appreciations. Third, professionalism reflects not only in our knowledge but also in our attitude, responsibility, and respect for others. Finally, confidence learned is either because introduced confident to change, and we must continue improving ourselves throughout our questions. These workshops reminded me that success is not determined only by academic results. Personal development is critically important. Inclusion attending these four professional media workshops has been a valuable learning experience. Each seminar introduced the different ideas, but together they helped me understand the importance of communication, confidence, leadership, and lifelong learning. These workshops also encouraged me to think more seriously about my future career and motivated me to continue improving both my professional skills and personal quality. I believe the lessons I learned from these seminars will communicate to benefit me throughout my university studies, internships, and future career. Thank you.